everybody, it's Christine with Cocoa Daisy, and I am thrilled on this cold and rainy day. But what I would love to do is share with you my planner setup for November. And I am using the Moss and Mirth collection from Cocoa Daisy. It is a beautiful kind of woodland floor collection. The beautiful leaves, kind of the mushrooms, toadstools, lots of beautiful ferns. We've got some pine cones in there. And the palette, I think, is a beautiful, beautiful neutrals with these greens mixed in. It's one of my favorite types of color palettes that we have. There's a little bit of taupe in there, which is why I opted for this gorgeous Vanderspec. I don't recall the name of this particular leather, but it is kind of like this suede feel. It's beautiful, and it has the croc pattern embossed on it. And then I have the darker taupe on the inside, and I thought it went really, really well with the colors of this collection. So let's take a look at what I did. We did not have a notepad in the collection this month, so I went ahead and dug through my stash, and I found this one, and I thought it went really well, and it was kind of fun. I liked the font that was used for that, and kind of the graphic look of the lettering and that on there. I took one of the personal size dashboards, made a tag out of it. This one's just out of patterned paper. Our cute little embroidered mushroom clip. And then the bow is from my stash. This is from an earlier collection. I think that was this summer, maybe? And then just some die cuts kind of thrown in. I thought that was kind of fun. And then I'll tuck my extra stickers in there when I get done. And then for my tab page, just a few little glitter dots on there. Nothing too fancy. I was so in love with this overlay that I actually we had a few extras, which we do have a few things of, so this is completely sold out. Thank you guys so much. What a blessing to have happen. But I know that if you missed out, you're sad and you wish you could grab a few things. I know that Wendy has gotten a few things listed, particularly the washi tape. Just keep checking, because I'm sure as time goes on, she'll be able to get some more stuff in the store. And I think we had a number of these overlays left, so you may be able to snag some of those as well. So I did grab a couple extra just because it's just so, so pretty. I absolutely love this artwork. We've done mushrooms, toadstools, that woodland floor theme before, different artwork, but we've done that theme before, and it's always one of my favorites. So the stripe pages, I put the dates on these, and I don't add a whole lot in here because I do quite a bit of writing for my photo a day. I do a photo a day, and then I put that in when I go to work on my scrapbook using the Daisy planner. I then can refer back, because I'm never up to date on it. So I can refer back to these striped pages and know which photos to pull. Or if I didn't take a photo that day, if there was maybe something in the news that I wanted to include, or if we went somewhere and there was ephemera that I had collected that I wanted to record, I'll make a note of that on here as well. So what I like to do with these pages, it also gives me the opportunity to just have some fun with the stamps. So I used the stamp from the stamp subscription and from the scrapbooking kit, and just kind of had a little bit of fun with those and layered them on there. I print the word photos out right on the pages. I do that every month, and I like to do that. And then I just add the month on there, and then a few other stamped images. One of the things, this gave me a great idea for a layout, is if you did this on a layout and then punched, you've seen me do this before too, punched smaller pieces of pattern paper with a circle punch and put that inside of this particular stamp. The circle stamp would be really fun. So I may use that actually as an idea for a layout. I always wonder what to do on the backs of some of these pages. Sketching ideas is probably a good idea as you have them, because you think of them and you're like, oh, I'll remember that, and then you never do. But if I put it on the back, that might be a good idea. So I'll try that. So again, just a little bit more stamping. And this one, I didn't put the dates on because the month started on a Monday, the 3rd. So let's see, the month started. It's going to end probably in my previous planner. And then I didn't want to just do a Saturday and Sunday on here. So I just have this extra sheet. I don't know. We'll see where it ends up falling. I didn't date it, just I can use it however I want to, which is sometimes when the dates fall weird is a good idea to do. Just kind of wait and see how you're going to end up using it. Another overlay, because like I said, I snagged a couple. And then we go to the weekly view. And I did my menu plan on here. I used these are the stickers, I think, from the journaling kit. These are from, I think, the planner kit, or the planner sticker kit. And then these are from the journaling kit. And then just some alpha stickers. I absolutely love alpha stickers, and I love mixing them in my planner. Just simply because I feel like it gives you that kind of fun added, kind of a layer, but scale. You know, my handwriting's all basically the same size, and it's just nice to have that little punch of kind of using alpha stickers as a decorative element, right? I've started doing this. I've probably been doing this for quite a while now, so I shouldn't say started. I've been doing this for quite a while, where I put one of the sticky notes on here because I use this as a brain dump. So what I do is I kind of fill in my scheduled pieces, and then I try and see, all right, where I have blocks of time to do the other things that need to get done that aren't real specifically scheduled, if that makes any sense. And then there's always other random stuff that I know I need to do, but I'm not exactly sure where it's going to fit in. And I'll write that on here. I put the little mini tabs this time on here. I haven't done that in a while. And used some of the cute little word stickers. I wanted to use those. I thought that would be fun. So you can see another set. And this is going to be a super, super busy month. So we have shipping. Then I go to the Chicago Planner Conference. If you're going, stop and say hello. I'm super excited about that. And then back for a few days, and then we go for a nice long vacation to Jamaica. Super, super excited about that. So there is nothing happening this week, but there will probably be a lot happening this week because back for a few days, then Thanksgiving, and then right back into shipping right after that. So going to be very, very busy, but that's okay. Lots of good stuff. And then I made a little divider page. Sometimes I use vellum or an overlay. This time I used one of the dashboards, this beautiful pattern paper. And I think this one was in the planner kit. And I just used it to put some of my larger sticky notes on there. So I have those handy. I have my monthly to do, which I have no idea how I'm going to get it all done, but we'll see. And then my calendar page. Just some alpha stickers. There's a little bit of washi tape. There's a few little die cuts in here, a few little glitter dots. And then the plan forward page, and then another dashboard to start for the dailies. I love this one, and I added a few little glitter dots. They just kind of blend in, but it gives it a fun little bit of texture on there. And then I used the postcard, which I thought was so pretty. And I added the smaller adhesive pocket and tucked in my smaller set of sticky notes. And I think these were from the stationery kit. So I thought that was really cute. So I've got some small ones and some large ones, just depending on, how long a list I need to make. And then again, some of that beautiful pattern paper. and one of, nope, that's just the pattern paper. 2 pieces of pattern paper together. There's a pocket card on there, and then the larger adhesive pocket. And then I've got my stickers. So it's just handy because I usually put a few stickers on every single day. I don't know. It's just fun because we love stickers and I want to use them, right? So I always use a couple every single day. This I thought was so pretty. And this is on the dashboards. So when you get the dashboards, you get the A5 size and the personal size. This was the personal size, and I actually cut this out and I punched the hole in that so that it looks real, right? And I thought that was just kind of pretty tucked in there. So remember, always kind of view things as art. You can deconstruct things. You can take them apart and use them in different ways. And that's what I did with that. I knew I wasn't going to use it as just a dashboard or as a divider, so I took the art out of it. Some more of the pattern paper with the puffy alphas for my little to-do. And then I believe this is either a 4x6 pocket card or it was the one that came in the journaling kit. And then I took a couple more of the personal size dashboards and I cut them down to make my bookmark. This one I cut out at the top and added a couple leaf, those are either stickers or rub-ons, I don't remember, and cut them out and layered them behind this really pretty plaid. And then on this side, I just kind of cut it down and added the pretty mushroom puffy sticker and a few little glitter dots because I love this saying and I love the green. Green is one of my absolute favorite colors. And so I liked having that as my most facing part of the bookmark. And then I went through and dated and labeled my daily section. And your daily section is meant to be a 2-page spread like this. So you will have this and you can put notes or journaling on this side, and then you can break down your daily tasks however you want to. This is how I do it. And then I add the little meal plan on there. And it works really well for me. The other thing I wanted to note is so that I'm not constantly opening and shutting my rings, I cut a little slit by all of the hole punch. And then that way you can just put it back in and move them around or take them out. If you're left-handed, that works well too, because then you can pull them out and you don't have the rings you're bumping into. So yeah, or either way. So that works really well for me. I like to do that. And then I'm not opening and shutting my rings so much. So there's not the wear happening to those. And then if we continue on, see the first one that I did here, so I have my dividers. This is pattern paper. This is one of the dashboards, and then I layered one of the cards over top, some of the pretty pattern paper, and again, dashboard pattern paper. There's the larger version of that one that I cut out, and then pattern paper. And then I just added one of the stickers with a little die cut on the back, and I thought that was cute. So, and then a couple other things. So this month in the planner kit, we have this Tombow TwinTone, and it's in a pretty brown, and I thought I would show you just what kind of brown. So you get a fine tip, which is, and it writes really well, and then you get a broader tip, which is nice as well. So you can underline if you want to play around with how you write, you can do that. That's part of the kit. So I'm going to be using that, but I want to just share with you the fountain pens that I'm thinking, because I'm super into fountain pens now, guys. That is a deep rabbit hole that Mr. Daisy would probably be happy that I was not getting into. But this one, a little more economical as far as fountain pens go, is my TWSBI. And this is I believe it's called Serpentine. And it has this beautiful greens And then the bronze or the rose gold. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I love this pen. This is so pretty. And it goes really, really, really well with this collection. The other one that I think goes really pretty is my Esterbrook Coffee Monster Company. And it's so pretty. I don't know which one I'm going to use. This has the Coffee Monster Company Forgotten Iced Latte ink, which I gotta be honest, I'm not a huge fan, because if I'm thinking coffee, I'm thinking brown, but it comes out more a weird gray. So I'm not sure. But this one, I have a beautiful color from Ferris Wheel Press, and it's called Lost in the Leaves. And I don't know if you can see that little bit of shimmer, but look at how perfect that is. And that's what I have in this one. In fact, you can see the shimmer settles a little bit on there. And it is so, so pretty. So, and I think I got a little bit of ink on my, so I'm thinking that I will do that one. So I gotta clean my nib. My nib's a little messy. But isn't that pretty? All you like fountain pen people are probably screaming at me I'm doing something wrong. I apologize. I'm just getting into it, y'all. You gotta give me time. But I love, love, love that one. And I think that green is so, so pretty. So that is what I'm thinking for this month as far as those go. And our little swatchlet, we have these still in stock. You can find these and the cute little stamp set to go with it if you want to use that in the store. And then the pouch this month, look at that. Isn't that pretty? And then it has the pretty little lighter plaid on the back. And I put my little button on there. That was from the stationery kit. So that is a look at my setup for November using the Moss and Mirth collection. If there's something else you guys would like to see in my setup, or if you would like me to maybe demonstrate how to do, give me a shout. And I'm a little behind on answering comments. I promise I will try and get caught up on those. But leave me a comment, hit subscribe, ring the bell. Share Cocoa Daisy. We love when you do that. And I will see you next month.